Welcome back to another episode of Opinions in the Dark, where my opinions matter, your opinions matter, but today we go get into mine today, honestly. Man, listen, I wanted to start off by telling everybody a good morning. It's currently 9:58 on a Thursday as I'm recording this. I just want to tell everybody good morning. I'm going to tell everybody to get a fresh start, be positive. Don't let nobody stop your shine, your growth, your light. Like, keep going, bro. Like, if nobody told you you was beautiful today, you are beautiful. And that's to everybody in the world. But let's get right into it on something that we need to honestly talk about, that I've been holding my tongue on for a long time because I've been seeing it go around and I've been seeing people talk about it. And it's this dating in this new generation. Like, we really need to talk about it because I'm seeing from both sides. I'm seeing how you have all these podcasts where, like, the dudes are saying, okay, men are catches, and, the men that they're working, there shouldn't be no reason why we have to do all of this and all of that. And then I'm hearing the female side, which is, I shouldn't have to do this and I shouldn't have to do that. And if you value my worth, then you should understand where I'm coming from when I say I don't want to pay for it. And honestly, the biggest issue that I'm realizing that every podcast is having that they're not realizing is that both sides is right. Like, who are we as people to judge what somebody thinks? Both sides are right. But see, in this world nowadays, it's more of a battle to try to get your point across. It's more of a, I gotta prove you wrong. Even if you say something that's true, I still gotta come out on top. And both sides are doing it now. And it's like, I'm realizing how you have different podcasts where you can go on. And if you were a guy that's in the world that's having a hard time meeting women, they have podcasts for that. They have podcasts where dudes uplift other dudes and they talking about your worth and your value and your this and your that. And honestly, that's positivity. But damn, like that's not what y'all really need to hear, though. Y'all need to hear the truth. And the truth of it is, man, we're in a different generation. We're in a new era. We're in a new time. And the fact that you guys are both right, like the male side and the female side is both right, because they are entitled to their own opinions. Like, we don't have to like something, but at the end of the day, at least respect it, because that's how it's getting said. Like, it's so much going on to the point to where the truth isn't being put out. And the truth of it is the simple fact of it's a new generation. Like, let's just be honest, and this is for both sides. And this is going to be something that we're going to touch up on multiple times, because this is not just a one-show type of topic. But let's just be honest. Both sides are equal. Both sides are equal. I don't care what you may think, what you may view it. Both sides are equal. The man is the same, just as the female is the same. Now, we have different traits and we have different characteristics. That's why it's a male and female. So I'm not saying it in that aspect. But both sides are the same when it comes to who is the prize. Both of you guys are. It should be a pleasure for me to be able to meet you, and it should be a pleasure for you to be able to meet me too. You should be excited just as I'm excited. Nobody should be feeling as if they're more above or mightier than the next. We both are the catch. But I'm realizing in this new generation, it's an argument with that nowadays on who is the catch, who is the prize, who is the winner, who is the one that should be chased. What? Like, what happened to auditioning for each other? Like, I'm supposed to be just as nervous as to meeting you as you're supposed to be nervous meeting me. But it's this 50-50 thing going on now. Like, also, too, with the whole who's supposed to pay for dinner first. It's like, for one, let's just be honest. Nobody's paying for nobody's time. Let's just be honest. Nobody should have to pay for nobody else's time. I'm interested into knowing you as much as I hope you're interested in knowing me. So nobody should be paying for nobody's time. None, whenever. None. Like, that should never be a thing. But this fact, these are opinions. My opinion is, for one, I feel as if, for one, setting a criteria as a first date, it gets put on as if we're supposed to go out to eat. So, you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to do the traditional way of, always feeling as if we got to go to a restaurant. Then I'm worried about who go get some coffee. Go walk in the mall. Go walk in the park. Go to the meet at the beach. Like, you don't have to do anything to deal with money on the first date. Let's just get that clear. So if that's a problem with you, change it up. But I'm so tired of hearing all the complaining. It's like so much complaining on who's supposed to pay for this and who's supposed to pay for that. I'm going to be real with you. I ain't never had them problems. Like, the women I met women that didn't have a problem about paying for nothing. Now, I didn't make them pay, but I'm seeing now that it's a entitlement thing going. I feel as if you're supposed to pay for my time, and that's never how it's supposed to be. I don't have no problem paying because I know for a fact our conversation was so wonderful. Shoot, like, it didn't even bother me that it was $40 on whatever we had to do, whatever the situation was. Like who worries about it? But again, you putting yourselves in a position feeling as if you're supposed to go to a restaurant and then we gotta pick it. Why you gotta put money into the first date? The first date is the initial reaction of me getting to know you. So we shouldn't be nowhere where it's loud music. We really shouldn't be nowhere where we hear other people's conversations. This is my first time meeting you. I want to hear you. I want to feel your vibe. I want to feel your energy. But this whole 50-50 thing and who's to catch, man, y'all both to catch. Cut that out. But see, you got podcasts, and I feel as if that's where it gets mistaken because the energy and the wordplay is right, and the message behind, being able to know that you got other people to understand you. But what happened to telling people the truth, man? What happened to understanding that the truth of the matter is that in this generation, people don't want to go through headaches that relationships bring. And I understand that. I understand the simple fact of if somebody that genuinely do not want to have to deal with the ups and downs and the headaches, because that can trigger mental health. That can trigger your mental health and cause you to be stressed. So in this generation, people say, okay, cool, I want to better use money to buy my happiness. I'm not mad at you if that's what you want to do. Now, I will say this. Me personally, I'm a traditional type of person. I'm willing to fight. I'm willing to have those bad nights sometimes. I'm willing to be able to know I make mistakes and you go put me in my place. I want the headache sometimes because the headache always get resolved with medicine. And if my medicine is for me to be able to learn something, I love it. But I also understand somebody that say, hey, they don't want to deal with it. They tired of dealing with it. They tired of dealing with the ups and downs, and so they willing to, go buy love or go pay for some, like that. It's okay. But then you got the females on the other end who say, you know what? If I know that I can go get surgery done in my body, I can go get surgery done in my face, or I could just start posting pictures on Instagram with bikinis on or half naked pictures. I'm going to be real with you. You're a grown woman. You know what you're doing. So I'm not about to complain about it. But it's the fact that, nobody could do, honestly, and it's really what it really is. Like, people doing whatever they want to do that they feel as if they supposed to do to get to where they want. And people got a problem with it. Nigga, what you complaining for? Like, what you really mad about? Like, you mad because she don't want to give you no time of day because she done took the time to go get herself right, and if she want her image to be with somebody that's in the gym just like her, now you mad? Like you not realizing that we ain't riding on horses no more, right? You do realize we ain't playing a Nintendo 64 and we got a PS5 in the house, right? So no matter what you want to do, how you got to change with the game. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. No matter if we know for a fact back in the 80s, it was real love and people met and they went on dates and you knew the whole family and people was 20, 30 years deep in relationships. But that's not what we in no more. And it's the fact that people are complaining about it rather than moving around in it. So you can't change time. And again, we're not riding on horses. We're not in a Model T Ford car no more. Like, we have to change. So you could change and complain, or you could change and learn how to move around in it. But just because she want to show her body and she want to do what she want to do, that is on her. Like, stop trying to control people and trying to control what they do. If that's if she knows for a fact that if she does this, she might limit it herself to bigger and better things because other people might not approve, that is still on her. If she being able to be okay with that decision and she made that choice, you mad though. You mad. But in reality, you mad because she ain't giving you no attention. You just don't want to admit it. You want to try to act like it's an excuse on something that she's really doing, or she's showing her pictures on Instagram. But if that same female was in your DM, I bet you wouldn't turn her away. And then I got to speak up for the men too now. Because, bro, we not willing to deal with... It's men out here right now who actually go to work, who actually do what they're supposed to do every day, and all they want is a real woman. Now, that is hard to come about. From what I'm noticing, real men and real women for some reason isn't a thing anymore. It's Instagram men and it's simps and then it's OnlyFans females and it's titles to things now. It's not just a man and woman no more. But it's the simple fact of, a real man genuinely just want a real woman who can be submissive at times, who can be a provider, who could bring to the table the same. And there is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, too, a lot of females not willing to be that no more. So it's either you going to put up with understanding that tradition word, for a fact, is a foreign language now. It's actually fading away. To have anything tradition in this generation, social media done made sure they was able to wipe all that away. They slowly getting rid of it. You're not seeing old pictures from old times of happy couples walking in parks no more. You're not seeing that. They want to get that image out. But you can still have that. But you got to understand it's going to be probably a little bit harder. Trying to find a woman that honestly don't have no problem getting her fingernails dirty with you, you might have to find, and I know it's some out here. I'm not getting them confused with everybody else. Because honestly, I want you to live in your truth. And if your truth is to be not that, I'm okay with it as long as you're okay with it. Just don't hide it. But if you willing to sit down and dig deep and try to find that real genuine love that your grandparents probably had, you're going to have to deal with some of the ups and downs of finding women like that in this generation. But to complain about it, what good is that going to do? And see, even with tradition, you still had to fight for something that you really wanted to be real. But it ain't no complaining about something that you already know that was going to already be different. You ain't trying to pay with it with money, and you trying to use your words, so it's going to take a little bit more time. We all know anytime you use money, it's the right away thing. But if you genuinely saying that you don't want your wallet or your financial to be a picture or be part of the playbook, you going to have to be willing to work harder. But you complaining about it, though. Like, how you complaining about something that you know for a fact? Anything beautiful don't come easy. You can't just put a seed in the ground and not water it and put sunlight over it and act like it's going to be a beautiful rose tomorrow. You got to put that work in it. So, this is my thing. If we go get on another time, live in your truth. If you want to be on OnlyFans and you want to have your body being shown, I'm proud of you. Do what you got to do, but at least do it the right way and get your money. But I'm tired of all this dictation, like people trying to judge what a hustle really is now. If that's her hustle, let her hustle. A hustle is getting money by any means. Let her do that, but you mad because she's showing her body. But like I told you, in reality, you mad because she's not giving you no attention. But then, ladies, you guys are mad because at the end of the day, you have men who are willing to pay, and they're skipping over you women. Or the women that's not you women, I'm sorry, but they're skipping over the women who are actually looking for this tradition. But you gotta understand too that we know that sometimes y'all gonna come with headaches. Y'all gonna come with problems. You might not want to deal with stuff. You might be mad at me. So men ain't trying to deal with that nowadays, man. They not willing to put up with that no more. Especially if they know that the female up the street, she gonna say yes as long as I just get her some heels. Or a shoe, or a bag, or like we're in different times. And this is all I'm trying to say. We're in different times. Different times means different things. You can either complain about it or you can move around with it. It's up to you. But that's your boy C with another episode of Opinions in the Dark. And I'm going to get right back at you.